Alrighty, Miss Elliott here. I just want to talk you through this response blog, Art of Its Secrets Act 2. I just want to make sure that we're reading our rubrics correctly so that we understand exactly how we can earn those points. But more importantly, we understand the criteria that should go into our writing. So, we see in our response blog that many of the characters in the Art of Secrets are considered insiders, while others are outsiders. For this response blog, write two paragraphs, so two separate paragraphs. In paragraph 1, describe which characters are the insiders and which are the outsiders. In paragraph 2, describe whether you feel like an insider or an outsider. Are there times when you are an insider and other times when you're an outsider? Why is this and how does it make you feel? Be specific. Okay, so I know that I need to write two separate paragraphs. Let's take a look at our rubric and make sure we understand what this means. So the first criteria for our response blog, this says the response includes words and phrases from the prompt and the prompt is clearly addressed. So that means as I'm writing, I want to make sure that I'm picking out words in this prompt and I'm putting them in my response. So it's crystal clear that I'm writing about this prompt. Okay, so what you can do is you just kind of lift some words. So obviously, the first two words that come to mind that I'm certainly going to use in my blog is insiders and outsiders, right? That's the whole point. Then you want to look at, so we've lifted insiders and outsiders. Alrighty, we're describing which characters are the insiders and outsiders. So I'm going to start that paragraph with some sort of intro sentence that explains that I'll be introducing the insiders and outsiders, the insider and outsider characters in Art of Secrets. Okay. In paragraph 2, words that I can lift are feel, right? That's an important word, a word specific to this prompt, whether you feel like an insider or outsider. Are there times when you're an insider and other times when you're an outsider? So listing specific times and not the actual time, like 2:15 p.m., but more so instances, right? So are there certain occasions or places or settings when you're an insider and some when you're an outsider? Why is this and how does it make you feel? So notice the prompt uses the word feel twice, which means that it's pretty important. So when you're going to type, I'm just going to use a little, right? So you have your paragraph 1. This is just to help you format, right? Paragraph 1 asks you to name the insiders and outsiders. Okay. And paragraph 2 asks you, let's go back just to make sure. Describe whether you feel like an insider. And I might actually do that. I'm thinking of it. I might, in paragraph 1, describe which are insiders and outsiders. I'm just going to copy this and paste it here. And then I'm going to copy paragraph 2. And I'm going to paste it here. And this way I know for sure that I'm addressing the entire thing. So paragraph 1, here I go. I'm going to start typing. Describe which characters are insiders and outsiders. And notice it says describe. It doesn't say list. It says describe, which means I'm going to have to clarify and explain. All right, so when I list the first one, I'm going to pick a random name, not even from the book. When I say Priya, alrighty, Priya would be considered an insider because, and I'm going to list, alrighty, then I might have, let's think. Alexander would be considered an outsider because, right, so we're kind of explaining there. This is a paragraph. Paragraph 2, describe whether you feel like an insider or an outsider. Are there times when you're an insider and other times you're an outsider? So there's different layers to this, alrighty? And please don't just tell me, yes, there are times where I feel like an insider. I want you to explain what are those times and what are the times when you feel like an outsider. Why is this? So you have to explain why you feel like an insider or outsider and also how it makes you feel. Be specific. So you want to think of specific instances. I hope this helps. This is going to be a great response blog. I'm really looking forward to reading your results.